Hey there YouTube, it's time for another layout update, and tonight I thought we'd do something special. I'm going to introduce my helper. This is Morgan. Say hello, Morgan.
Hello, Daddy. My name's Morgan.
Okay, now tell everybody how much you like helping with the trains.
I like helping with the trains.
What color did we paint the bridges for you?
We painted bridges pink.
Okay, now say goodbye. Daddy's going to show him what he's been doing. That's a good girl. Okay, last Sunday I started laying down cork, and I got some practice here on this section of the branch line. And when I got a little better and more confident with it, because it had been a little while since I'd done this, and it was an HO scale. This N-scale stuff, maybe it's the plywood I'm using, but it went in pretty good, but every now and then you'd have a nail that didn't want to drive in, and it was a little rough. I started over here the other night, and I went around the first curve, and went in and I put this siding in over here. And everything got to going pretty good. I just kind of got tired and stopped. I've got this bridge here ready to cut out. It fits in there real good. And this weekend I'll have to put in the rest of this branch line from right here down around to where the stuff was where I started, where I showed you. And I stopped over there about halfway through that curve. Let me walk back around this way. Excuse the phone here. It doesn't have a tripod on it, so I suppose when I'm walking it's not the best to watch. Maybe it could be a little smoother someday if I get a better camera and a tripod. But like I said, tonight I put in this runaround track here, passing siding, whatever you want to call it. And I'll let that get dry, and this weekend after I put in the other section and let it dry for a while, I'm going to get the sander out and smooth all this out and make sure I don't need to add any more glue or nails anywhere. I did have one question, and some of you guys that have done a little more of this than I have, and maybe for the little bit of operation and switching I'll be doing. The main line here is a loop. It goes all the way around, and you can run something continuous on it is the plan when you want to just watch something run. Or if you want to have something running and work like a switcher through here. My question was, should I move this turnout here that's going off onto this little switchback for the 2 or 3 industries in this town down here into the middle somewhere of this siding? So that way when the train runs past here, if you're switching, is it better to be out of the way and not switching from the main line and switch out of that siding? Or is it more interesting to leave it there on the main line and just have to get out of the way and wait for the train? It's probably just my preference, but give me some ideas, because I've been wondering about that if I'm making a mistake here, and I'd like to change it now if it is a mistake. So I can't comment back to you, but I sure read every comment you guys leave. I watch every video you put out. If I'm watching you, you're putting videos out, I'm probably watching them. So please leave a comment. If you're new to this, please subscribe. I think it's a great way for us to learn new stuff, just keep interested in the hobby, and enjoy each other's work. I am going to add another turnout down here eventually, whenever I get it, and at least have one track going down there to maybe like a little engine facility or another small business like I've said before. I've decided that up here on that, where that siding's going to go in, that part of it's going to be a concrete plant, a small town against the backdrop, and it will go up over and over past there to kind of divide the scene from the other side. Down here it'll go into a little tunnel, like I've said before, into a small hillside or mountain, and a small grain elevator will be at this business. And that will leave room for grain cars and rock cars, concrete cars going out, whatever you'd imagine in or out off this interchange down here up the branch line onto the main line. I want to add another siding or another turnout off of this siding to give one more track here, because this is going to become an ethanol plant. And the ethanol plant is something that I kind of work with now and then, hauling distiller's grain and things out of one near where I live here. And I think it's something interesting. I've been working out of a lot more of them in the last year, and I'd like to have it on the railroad. It lets tank cars of fuel and grains and other things come in and out of there, and along with truck traffic. I'm a truck driver. There's going to be a few trucks on here one of these days. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe, please comment, and I will make you another video soon once I get everything all smoothed out. I'm happy with what's going on here, and I hope you're watching. Hope you're enjoying it. Have a good night.